cash flow. Cash is king in pretty much any business. So how can you use your contract to support the cash flow in your business? Well, one thing you can do is have a look at the payment clause. And today I want to mention 6 things that you can go and look for in the payment clause in your contract to help you get cash into your business faster. So number 1, is there a payment clause at all? There needs to be a payment clause in your contract that says the client will pay your fee in return for the service that you deliver to them. If there's not that clause, it's possible that your contract isn't even enforceable because there's no valuable consideration being exchanged. Number 2, how often can you invoice? If the contract says you can invoice monthly, is that going to be fast enough to support your business, or do you actually need it to be fortnightly or weekly? Particularly if there's milestones. Are milestones going to help you prevent you from going to negative cash flow? Thirdly, how long is it going to be after you submit an invoice until you get paid? So if you're in the construction industry, of course, there's security of payment legislation that implies maximum payment terms into your contract, but they're the maximum. You don't have to agree to that. You can negotiate something less if you would like to. You also might be able to negotiate things like some upfront payments if you need to buy materials with a long lead time and you have to put a deposit on them. Number 4, do you have the right to assign the liability for payment to a collection agency? If you're having trouble getting paid, one way of getting past that is to outsource it to a collection agency, and you want to be able to do that without having to get consent from your client. Together with that, number 5, if you are assigning the debt to a collection agency, do you have a right to recover the costs of collection? Because the collection agent is going to take a commission on the amount that they collect, and if you've got that clause in there, then they'll just add it to the collection and there's no cost to you. And lastly, number 6, do you have a clause that says that you're going to charge interest on late payments? And is there a way of calculating what that interest rate should be? So again, if you're in construction, the new security payment legislation is going to imply a statutory interest rate, which at the moment is 6%. You could add 6% or you can have some other objective rate, but just have it in there so that you can charge your client interest if they're late to pay. So there you go, 6 things that you can look for in your payment clause that will help you support cash flow into your business.